really struggle this week, but obviously not exercising because of my back. I had a batch cook of that Thai hot pot made, which was good because I had pretty much had made enough so that I was eating a portion at lunch and a portion at dinner.
Yeah.
It got a bit boring,
yeah.
to be honest. But I was having it with, that was obviously a little bit of my protein and my meat, and my protein and my carbs because there was the potato in there. Then I just threw some salad leaves. So apart from that, I just find it like a bit boring, quite honestly. So and that just means I have to make something else. And I know your attitude to food is like fuel in the body. Just never been my attitude. I quite enjoy eating like a lot. So it's like, it's just having to make a lot to prepare for all those, to have that varieties. I struggle with it.
But if you don't plan and prepare for that variety, if you don't do that stuff and put a bit extra work in, then you're going to eat the same things anyway. So that gets boring anyway. So you might as well try something new.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But then when I don't
plan it, if you just get bored eating the same things, if you get bored eating the same things or doing the same stuff, but you also think, oh God, it's an effort to eat nothing new. So it's an effort to make new things. Well, you're in a rock and a hard place because you need to do one of those strategies to work.
Yeah. But then I suppose when I do make a bad choice,
you might as well be bored. You might as well be bored. Put the extra work in, create extra meals, and suddenly stumble on something you thought, really, I don't like that food, and then wow, that's nice, and then there's another food in your arsenal that you thought before. Because it's really, we're creatures of habit. It's really easy. 2 or 3 meals, just stick to them. Morning, Maya. Stick to them and literally just rotate those meals.
Yeah.
But until you try something new, you don't realise if you like that new food.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So like, I would have, rather than have 2 or 3, I'd create like 5 or 6 go-to meals in the week. So like, they're just go-to, you know how to make them really, really well. So like, rather than trying to do 20 meals and think it's challenging, or do 2 because it's boring, work out 6 meals that you know how to make really well and nice and efficient.
Yeah.
And do them. So
and some of them are really nice, and it's like, God, I can't believe this is actually like so nutritious. And
why won't you keep doing that then with the new ones you're trying?
Yeah, I know. I just need to get into it's just the routine, isn't it?
It is a routine, but there's one or the other. It's for you. I know you don't mind doing the foods and stuff. So for you might as well do that and do the extra food, make a few extra meals, than be bored trying to staying on the same couple. Because I think if you get really bored with food, do the same things, what we then do is just reach for the rubbish anyway. So you need to try and avoid that.
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately where people go wrong. So you need a little bit of variety, or enough variety that's going to allow you just to rotate a few meals.
Yeah.
And that's why I say if you have 6 go-to meals, like 6 go-to meals, that's really good. You'll get into a habit of having them, and that's enough in the week for you to do that.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Like the chicken nuggets, I served it to the kids. They're not a fan, but I enjoyed that and actually felt like this was like a cheat day because it was a chicken nugget. And actually it was just like, it was really nice.
Yeah. So no, I think that, so like for me, it'd be like for me, I love avocado in the morning and I say it'll be fat. So avocado is a great one. So I know avocado, veg salad in the morning, add a meat to it because obviously I like meat. I know everyone's been eating beef early in the mornings, random or whatever and stuff, but as a protein. But like there's that, or an omelette as an egg. So it's just my 2 meals there, go to in the morning, and I'll have one or the other. And I can make a good omelette, and I can make that really easy the night before. So I know there's 1 or 2. So if I don't fancy one, I should have the other. And it's the same with lunch. Salads, generally for lunch with meat. I might have Brazil nuts or some fats or some different type of nuts, or I'll add some healthy fat, oil. and then I'll mix up my salad. So one day it's tomatoes, cucumber, lettuce. Another day it might be green beans, chopped carrot and salad leaves. So again, it's just a bit of there's 2 or 3 I rotate, and then you do that. So you don't need too many extra meals. You just need 2 options at each meal time, and that'll give you enough variety.
Yeah.
To not get bored, but enough variety that you can make quickly and easy.
Yeah.
You've got to make whatever you're doing, this is really important for everyone, you've got to make eating food as accessible and as easy and as efficient as possible. Because our relationship is when things are hard and a little bit difficult, we'll just then go and grab whatever's easy and quick. So the easy way to do that is have 2 or 3 meals at each meal time that your go-tos, you can have, and they're healthy. It's also to like little wins, like you can chop up veg and tomatoes and salad bits and leave it in a container in the fridge. You can cook lots of chicken breast, you can batch cook that, you can chop up and ready. So you're just getting it out of the fridge and mixing it up. You know what I mean? You could boil some eggs, which take a few minutes, and then go and clean your teeth whilst they're boiling and come back. So you can even hack time as well. So it's just like little things you do, and that's not slaving away for an hour in the kitchen. Does that make sense? So it's just things, right? How can you make it easy, accessible? So like, they're little things you'll do. Or dinner time, those with kids to hack time, chat to the kids whilst you're cooking and prepping all your foods for the next day. Yeah. So that might take 45 minutes, but you're in the kitchen with the kids chatting, having fun, and it's like a way of getting that done. And that's 45 minutes you spend with the kids anyway, and you're preparing your meals for the next day.
If you're not doing a workout, can you still have that like a protein shake then? So I obviously didn't do workouts for breakfast. I wasn't doing my sort of oats and a protein shake. I just kind of thought it didn't make sense. So you'd still have that, and you're not overloading yourself with protein.
100%. Protein's protein. We spoke about it, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago, or did we last week? Can't remember. Protein's protein. We need protein. We also need it every time we eat. We can't store protein like we can carbs and fats. You constantly need to eat protein. Right. And without protein, your muscles don't recover, repair, get stronger. So you need protein. So whether you have protein in a powder form or you eat protein in the form of eating a chicken, it's still protein. Okay. So, yeah. A good source protein powder is an easy win for someone that needs protein, to get protein in your diet. It really is. So yeah, always you constantly got to have protein. But yeah, so they're the things I think, and all can think about. It's like, right, I've got 6 meals. I'm not the best cook in the world, but I've got 6 meals I can probably go to just like that are healthy. How many meals do you have? Anyone that you could go to that are healthy,
Yeah. I kind of plan that the week before. So I do my online shop and plan out what we're going to have. And something like chili, when you make it from scratch, you could have a couple of meals out of that. So you can have it with rice. And if you buy a really big pack of, if you're a meat eater, a pack of really lean mince, then that huge chili can do quite a few meals, or a lunchtime with some sweet potato. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Salmon, always make sure I have that at least once a week. It's trying to find your favourite foods and then kind of reinventing them to be as nutritious as possible.
Yeah.
And with family, so that everybody enjoys it as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think so. That's really good. Like, end of the day, like nutrition, it's good to have these chats and stuff. And I think that I think we lack education from children, and that if we don't get enough education to children, when they become adults, they don't have enough education, so then they don't educate their children. So we're severely uneducated around nutrition.
Oh yeah.
Badly. Like that's like macro level. That's me talking like, you know, having a talk, going to Downing Street and have that conversation. So this is not for this checking in with you guys, but the point I'm trying to make is that actually, and it's really good, Mayor and Megan, obviously you're listening to this and stuff, and I don't know how you're approaching food, but like, you can train as hard as you want, but without eating the right food, you'll never get stronger and you'll never improve. Just training alone is never enough. One. Number two, illness and ailments, if you ate the right foods, a lot of that would go away. So like nutrition is medicine, it really is.
Yeah. And it's like how you get into the wrong kind of mindset around certain foods, because like chicken breast, actually, even if you buy it from the butchers, is not that expensive. But whereas probably a couple of years ago, I was always buying packets of chicken breast, you know, like cooked, actually that can be a £5. So if you bought a decent chicken breast and have that with your salad, and so much more substantial rather than opening a packet, which is what I used to do years ago, the difference cost wise, but that mentality of going, oh well, that's what we have in the fridge, we have a packet of ham, we have a packet of chicken. Actually, no, I don't do that anymore. Buy chicken breast, and actually it's huge.
Yeah.
And so much more fulfilling than having a slice of chicken. Sometimes it's just changing and actually thinking a little bit more about it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I totally agree. And I think, you know, last thing I'll sort of maybe say is just on it, because we'll get into the session, but that's why I think it's good to have these chats, because it can lead into other conversations. But going back to on a macro level around nutrition is like, if people are overweight, okay, or if people lack energy during the day, or if people get like their skin's bad or their joints hurt and they ache and things, 9 times out of 10 you can put it down to food you're eating. If you eat too many sugary foods, if you eat too many processed foods, if you don't drink enough water, if you don't get any veg, if you're not eating protein, all of these things, then some of these illness and ailments will flag up. And that's not just, oh, wow, I've got these things. Food plays a big part. So just consider that, you know, can always get ill and stuff like that. You know, it's really unfortunate. So I'm not saying you're bulletproof, but one thing's for sure is a lot of stuff, if you eat fresh, minimally processed food, drink 2 litres of water a day. That's why May and Megan and Josie, you'll realise on the challenges, why we're setting these challenges around fundamental habits. If you can eat protein each meal and have veg, you know, most of the time, you're going to be on the right tracks. Because if you're not having processed food anyway, or high sugary foods, your calorie consumption will be right down, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, when people want a lower body composition, or that's a goal to lose weight for a lot of people, that always comes down to calories. Calories in, be calories out, you know. You have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. And unfortunately, you know, processed food is high in calories, empty calories as well. You're getting nothing nutritious out of it. So things to consider, but really, really important. Don't underestimate how important nutrition is in performance and health. And if you want to get fitter and healthier through training, you will only get a certain 5. You don't need the right things. You need both. Fact.
Yeah.
So on that note, what we having today for healthy? Anyway, no good. Right, listen, we'll get warmed up, everybody. Yeah. So as always, if anyone has any questions, obviously got the app. You can always ask me. I'm always on hand every week, and I think it's always good. We'll always seem to cover some good bits on these check-ins. So, right. Good morning, everybody. Josie.